Hello YouTube and welcome. My name's Casey Kelderman and wow, it's 2016 already. It's crazy. 2015 flew by so fast, but today I'd like to bring you a special video. I didn't do this last year, so I decided we'll start it this year. 2016, it's a new year. Do some new videos, we'll try some new things on this channel. So this video is going to be my top 10 most anticipated movies of 2016. So these aren't necessarily the movies that I think will be the best or at the end of the year will make my top 10 list. I don't know that I haven't seen these films yet, but these are the 10 films that I'm looking forward to the most, and this will be different than your list. So this is my personal list. It's going to be a great year for superhero movies, just genre films in general. All the stuff that nerds love, like me, to watch. So I'm going to be at the movie theater a lot this year. Hopefully can get as many reviews out as I possibly can this year. So look out for those in the weeks, months, and the next whole year to come. Look out for all those reviews. I'll have them definitely for these 10 and then plus everything else that I see in theaters this year. So without further ado, let's get started. Coming in at number 10 is The Conjuring 2. Yes, the sequel to 2013's fantastic horror film, The Conjuring. This one, again, is directed by James Wan. It stars Patrick Wilson, Vera Farmiga, I believe is how you pronounce her name. The two people that play Ed and Lorraine Warren from the first Conjuring, they're back again in this one, and it's about a poltergeist. And man, that just with all those, the director coming back and the two main stars coming back, and now about a poltergeist, man, I can't wait for this movie. My most anticipated, that's a word now. Anyway, my number 10 most anticipated movie of the year is The Conjuring 2. It's my most anticipated horror film of the year. I just got done watching the trailer literally a few minutes ago. Thought the trailer was alright. It didn't give away too much scares, at all. It had a few creepy imagery in this trailer, that's for sure. A couple parts creep me out, but cannot wait to see this in a few months. So number 10, The Conjuring 2. Coming in at my number 9 most anticipated movie of the year is Jon Favreau's The Jungle Book. Yes, Disney's live action version of The Jungle Book. Man, Disney is doing every cartoon animated film that they had in the past, and they're remaking it into live action. And so far, it's been hit and miss. That's for sure. Alice in Wonderland. Oh man, Maleficent. Only saw parts of that. I was never a big princess fan in the first place, or Sleeping Beauty. So whatever. That one was whatever. And Cinderella was actually pretty good. Yes, I know I'm 21 years old and I'm wearing a Batman shirt, and I thought the new Cinderella movie was good. Shut up. Anyway, this movie, Jungle Book, it looks fantastic. Everything in this movie is shot with a green screen. This is how you do special effects right here. If you haven't seen the trailer, go check it out. It is fantastic. It'll blow your mind. The animals, they all look so realistic, even though it's obviously they're not there because there's no snake talking out there with Scarlett Johansson's voice. But in this movie, wow, yeah, it's awesome. Anyway, I don't know if it's gonna have any of the musical numbers from the original Jungle Book, like Bare Necessities. That'd be pretty awesome, but they haven't been adding too much music into their live action version, so we will see. But number 9, The Jungle Book 2, it looks fantastic. Special effects look mind-boggling, so that is why it's my number 9. Coming in at number 8 is Zoolander 2. That was my blue steel. Yeah, it's awesome. Do you ever think there's more to life than being really, really ridiculously good looking? Yeah, Zoolander. Zoolander 2 is coming out this year. Definitely have grown to love the first Zoolander in the past few years, man. That is a great movie. If you haven't seen it, go watch it, and go watch it again and again and again, because it literally gets funnier every time. It has the greatest musical gas station, I don't know what to call that, man. If you've seen it, the gas station scene, you know what I'm talking about. Frickin' awesome. Also, Will Ferrell, hilarious as Mugatu. Oh, it's that damn Hansel, he's so hot right now. Yes, and everybody's back in this. Ben Stiller, Owen Wilson, Will Ferrell, they're all back. And wow, this one looks actually pretty funny. Both trailers that they released, I just found hilarious. I know they're stupid. The whole movie and the idea of Derek Zoolander, stupid in concept already, so that's all it is. It's a stupid comedy, okay? It's perfect. This one is about like celebrities that are getting killed off, so that's Come on, that's an already pretty interesting concept. In the trailer, Justin Bieber gets killed, so that's always an A+ in my book. So number 8, Zoolander 2. I collect spores, molds, and fungus. Yes, number 7 is the remake, reboot, whatever you want to call it. I don't know what they're doing with it. Maybe it's a sequel for all we know. It's Ghostbusters. Yes, the all-female version of Ghostbusters, directed by Paul Feig. We got Melissa McCarthy, Kristen Wiig, Leslie Jones, and Kate McKinnon. Wow, what a great comedic cast right there with those 4 playing the Ghostbusters. Man, that's going to be fantastic. Cannot wait for this movie. We have yet to see a trailer, but all the images and posters and everything that they've released, they actually looks fantastic. I know a lot of people have their worries about the all-female cast or rebooting Ghostbusters in general. I think if they take a new approach, have good, maybe callbacks to the originals, because I've heard everybody, I hope this isn't spoiling it for anyone, but I heard every cast member from the original that is still alive is having a cameo in this movie. Maybe put on the Ghostbusters jumpsuit one more time and, fight with these new ladies. So we'll see what happens there. Paul Feig, I think he is a great comedic director, that's for sure. Bridesmaids, I thought The Heat was alright, and then we had Spy this year, and Spy proved to me he can do that action comedy perfect. So my number 7 is Ghostbusters. And who you gonna call? They have to play that song. It's Ghostbusters, come on. Coming in at my number 6 most anticipated movie of the year is X-Men Apocalypse. Yes, the sequel and final film, I think, in this new X-Men trilogy with First Class and Days of Future Past. Now we got X-Men Apocalypse. We got the cast from First Class coming back, Michael Fassbender as Magneto, man, he's the best at playing Magneto, and James McAvoy as Xavier. So in this one we got Apocalypse, the big bad, the first ever mutant, and he's coming with his 4 horsemen. I'm not really sure who they are. I think they show them in the trailer, who the 4 horsemen are, but I watched the trailer and I have it on this list because it is an X-Men film, and First Class and X-Men Days of Future Past are 2 of my favorite superhero films of all time, so I cannot wait to see what they do with this one. But that trailer, it had its ups and it had its downs. The ups for that trailer was they brought back the big 3 of the original trilogy. You had Cyclops, Storm, and Jean. They're going to be in this movie. They're going to be younger, so I cannot wait to see them done right, especially Cyclops. He's my favorite X-Men. Do Cyclops right. And the lows for this were the action. It looked really, really CGI and really comic bookish. I know this is a comic book movie, but it looked really cartoonish. I think that's the better term for it. It was really bright and colorful. The explosion looked really weird. Maybe that was just me. But I hope it's better in the movie, that's for sure. I know I'm not high on the look of Apocalypse right now. He does kind of look like a Mr. Freeze on steroids. Imagine Arnold Schwarzenegger taking even more steroids. Yeah, that'd be Apocalypse in this movie. But I'm gonna give it the benefit of the doubt. Bryan Singer's back. My favorite X-Men cast is back, so we'll definitely see what they do, and hopefully it's great. 5 is Suicide Squad. Yes, Suicide Squad. DC's answer to Guardians of the Galaxy, really. We get to see the Joker, Jared Leto's Joker, man. He is going to be crazy. I hope he's fantastic. From the trailer, he is the only Joker that has scared me so far. He looks like a psychotic killer. And that's exactly what you want from Joker. And we get the first live-action version of Harley Quinn, played by Margot Robbie. Perfect casting, man. That is perfect. Cannot wait to see Joker and Harley. That is honestly why it's my number 5. Suicide Squad, never really the biggest fan besides Harley Quinn in it. So we get the Suicide Squad. I hope it's going to be great. It's going to be the 3rd film in the new DC Cinematic Universe. The first film not featuring, Batman or Superman. So that'll be interesting to see how audiences react to that. I think it's going to be definitely more geared towards the hardcore fans that love this source material, which I guess I am part of. I do have a Batman shirt, and also Batman is supposed to have a cameo in this film. He's in the trailer, so we already know who he is going to be in this film. So I don't know how big of a role he'll have, but can't wait to see Ben Affleck as Batman 2 times in 1 year. We get Batman in 2 different movies in the same year. That is awesome. And one of those, yes, the other movie is later on my most anticipated, but this one, Suicide Squad, love the cast. Will Smith as Deadshot, definitely will be interesting to see him as Deadshot. I'm not quite too high on that casting right now, but Will Smith, I'll give him the benefit of the doubt. He's Will Smith. And also, I can't wait to see Killer Croc. I love Killer Croc. If you ever played the Arkham Knight, Arkham City, the Arkham Batman games, you know Killer Croc's a badass, so he better be a badass in this movie. Cannot wait to see it. Suicide Squad. Can't wait, man. It's Joker and Harley finally together. Yes. So number 5 is Suicide Squad. Like I mentioned in my number 4, I would have Batman vs. Superman on my list, and so here it is, number 4, Batman vs. Superman. If you would have asked me about 2 months ago, this would be number 1. Number 1 for sure. That first trailer is honestly, I think, the greatest trailer that I've ever seen personally. That first trailer of Batman vs. Superman just clashing, perfect, with Jesse Eisenberg. He was actually kind of menacing in that one. But then this new trailer came out, and it was going good. Every trailer is about 2.5, 3 minutes. So the first 2 minutes I thought were on par with that first trailer. I was loving it. I actually love Jesse Eisenberg. I know what he's doing there with that character, with Lex Luthor. He's playing his version of, you know, a Bruce Wayne. His Bruce Wayne, Lex Luthor's, would be this egocentric, hyperactive, billionaire inventor guy. So he would be today's Mark Zuckerberg. So perfect casting. You know what he's doing. Come on. All those people that are getting mad about him playing too much over the top and Riddler, he's playing a character. Lex Luthor is playing a character. We get to see a little bit of that menace in these 2 trailers. So I definitely think we will get that menace from Lex Luthor that we all want. But Lex was not the problem with this trailer. The problem was they did show Batman vs. Superman. But then they showed Batman teaming up with Superman. Everybody knew it was going to happen. Yes, I know. I'm not stupid. But you don't show that in the trailer. You don't. The movie's called Batman vs. Superman. It's not called Batman fights Superman, then they team up at the end. It's not called that. And then you have in the trailer, you have Doomsday show up, who looks like a Ninja Turtle, went into the Sandman machine and got turned into rocks, and he looks like a Ninja Turtle covered in rocks. Terrible. He looks terrible. Absolutely terrible. And then you have Wonder Woman showing up. I'm all for having Wonder Woman in this movie, but you don't show her big action scene, and we know what's coming now. They're all 3 are going to fight Doomsday. We know what's going to happen at the end. I don't want that. I want Batman vs. Superman. That's what the movie's called. That's what they promised us. But nonetheless, man, am I hyped for this film. Batman vs. Superman on screen together for the first time. Not only are they on screen for the first time together, but they are going to fight each other. These 2 are going to fight, and it's going to be bloody, it's going to be brutal, I hope. And Batman better win. He better win. Anyway, this is set up to the Justice League, I know that, so they will team up in the end. Wonder Woman will show up, Aquaman's supposed to be in there somewhere, maybe Flash, maybe Green Lantern, maybe Green Arrow, maybe who else, I don't care. They're going to throw everyone in it because this is their DC's one chance to catch up to Marvel with the Avengers, man. If they don't, we're not going to get any more DC movies if this movie isn't good. So right now I'm getting that Spider-Man 3 vibe off this, but I definitely hope it proves me wrong because I want this to be great. I want this to be the greatest superhero movie of all time. I want it to top Dark Knight. I think it could. I definitely think it could. So I'm definitely looking forward to Batman vs. Superman a lot, but it's only number 4 because I have my worries. And I don't want to have worries with this movie, but I do. So that is why Batman vs. Superman is my number 4 most anticipated movie of 2016. Coming in at number 3 is actually a surprise to me. I thought this would be maybe number 1 or 2, but it's at 3 for me right now. It's Star Wars Rogue One, or whatever it's going to be called. Rogue One, a Star Wars story, or Rogue One, Star Wars anthology, or I don't know what they're calling. It's the new Star Wars film. Not Episode 8, but Star Wars Rogue One. So the basic plot is this. Set a few months, weeks, days, even maybe before Episode 4, New Hope. This is about the rebels stealing the plans to the Death Star. So that's going to be the story. So I cannot wait to see this movie. Another Star Wars movie. It's our first non-episodic Star Wars movie, so I definitely want to see what they do with this, how they'll tie it back into this universe, what characters maybe we will see, maybe we won't see. Who knows? We could see Vader, maybe a young Leia, maybe C-3PO, R2-D2, who knows? Who knows who pops up, but I'm definitely thinking Vader will show up in this movie at some point, because he'll be the easiest one to redo again, because it's just the Vader suit. So I definitely think we will get Darth Vader in 2016 in a movie. That is crazy to think about. We're going to get a Darth Vader in a movie again. That's fantastic. But number 3 is Star Wars Rogue One. I hope you guys are wearing your brown pants, because number 2 is Deadpool. Man, I cannot wait for this movie. Oh, I'm so hyped for it. Cannot wait to see them do Deadpool right. This marketing for this movie is over the top fantastic. Everything they've done. The first thing I saw of this movie was Ryan Reynolds. He had an interview with Mario Lopez, who played AC Slater in Saved by the Bell. And anyway, in this interview, Ryan Reynolds tells Mario Lopez that it has to be PG-13, so that let the fans down. But then all of a sudden Deadpool takes a TV monitor and just knocks Mario Lopez out and says, F you, F you, Slater, it's going to be rated R. Yeah, that's the tone of this movie. Everything over the top, action, violence, language, everything's going to be over the top, breaking the fourth wall. Every trailer that they've released is fantastic. Every poster is awesome. One of my favorite posters that ever has come from this movie already. It's Deadpool, and it shows him, and then he has a gun right by his crotch, and he says, wait till you get a load of me. Yeah, we're getting Deadpool, comic book Deadpool. Awesome. Ryan Reynolds, cannot wait to see him as Deadpool again. Him as Deadpool in X-Men Origins, which is atrocious and I absolutely hate, it is garbage. But him in that movie, in the first half as Wade Wilson, is Deadpool. He is Deadpool there, but then they sewed his mouth shut. He even makes a joke about it in one of the advertisements. He has a Christmas list and he wants a sewing machine, Deadpool does. And he puts in quotation mark, or in parentheses, no, not for sewing my mouth shut, you idiots, or something like that. It's fantastic. He even makes fun of Green Lantern in the trailer. So Deadpool is my number 2. Cannot wait to see them do Deadpool comic book accurate for the first time. And my number 1 most anticipated film of 2016 is Captain America: Civil War. Civil War is my favorite comic book storyline of all time. I love it. I absolutely love it. I love when heroes just clash against each other. That's why I love the idea of Batman vs. Superman. I love the idea now of Team Captain America versus Team Iron Man. We're gonna get it. We're gonna get them fighting. It's gonna be fantastic. This definitely has the chance to be the best Marvel movie of them all. Winter Soldier, I think, is my favorite one right now. That, Avengers, it's fantastic. And now we get to see both of those kind of ideas and groups collide with the idea of Captain America going on the run from Iron Man. And wow, this is how you set up conflict between two characters that we all love. So that's how you do it, DC. Marvel will probably one-up you, unfortunately, because I love Batman. I love when superheroes fight, like I said, and I love to see Batman fight Superman, but I think Marvel, they're going to do it better. And we get it right here. We get Civil War. This is also our introduction to Black Panther and Spider-Man. Yes, we're going to get Spider-Man with the Avengers. I don't know how big a part he's going to have. Maybe it's just a cameo, maybe it's an after-credit scene is all, but we're going to get Spider-Man. Finally, back with Marvel. He will become an Avenger. Spider-Man with the Avengers. That is something I've waited for my entire life, to see Spider-Man team up with the rest of the heroes. This Star Wars, it brought me to tears in theaters, and seeing Spider-Man with the Avengers might do the same. So, cannot wait to see that. We also get Ant-Man will finally be with the Avengers, interacting with all of them. I've seen a few things online with Ant-Man meeting Captain America. Paul Rudd, he's going to steal the movie. I know he will. Love Ant-Man this year. It's on my top 10 list of the year. Go check that out if you haven't seen it. But Ant-Man with the rest of the Avengers is going to be fantastic. We get to see the conflict between Iron Man and Captain America. And, you know, Iron Man's going to have his supporters. Cap's going to have his supporters. They're all going to fight. So hopefully we get something great with the two Avengers teams fighting against each other. Of course, they'll probably make up in the end, but I do think something bad will happen in order to have that makeup at the end. So possibly a death of a favorite character. I don't think it'll be Iron Man or Captain America, but I could definitely see us losing excuse me, War Machine, maybe Hawkeye. But my biggest guess right now as to who would die and who would make the most sense in the conflict between Captain America and Iron Man is Black Widow. I do think Scarlett Johansson's reaching the end of her career as Black Widow, not as an actress, but as the character of Black Widow, and I think this would be the movie. She was introduced in Iron Man 2, and she was with Captain America during Winter Soldier. She has great chemistry with both of them, so if she, maybe got killed in action at some point in this movie, that would stop this fight and have them, rethink what they said. So that's what I think may happen. That's how I would do it, but we'll see what happens in the movie. We'll see if any characters even die. Maybe it's just maybe for all I know, these two just scrimmage. It's all, no one really gets hurt. Maybe it's just a scrimmage, but I hope not, because from that trailer, you see Cap and Bucky teaming up, and they're beating the crap out of Iron Man, and that is awesome. So, cannot wait to see this movie. Number 1 is Captain America: Civil War. That is my top 10 most anticipated movies of 2016. I had a few honorable mentions. Neighbors 2, cannot wait to see that. Love the first Neighbors, hilarious. Seth Rogen, he's knocking every comedy out of the park right now. Love the first Neighbors, so cannot wait to see what he does with Zac Efron again. And I think Chloe Grace Moretz and Selena Gomez are playing like the new sorority that moves in next door, and Zac Efron and Seth Rogen have to team up against them, so cannot wait to see that. Obviously will be hilarious, so cannot wait to see that. We also have Warcraft coming out this year. I couldn't put it on my top 10. I maybe would have before I saw the trailer. The trailer has me a little worried. It looks a little CGI-ish, but cannot wait to see it. We need a great video game movie. We haven't had one yet, so we need a great one. Maybe Warcraft could kick it off. We also have Assassin's Creed coming out later this year with Michael Fassbender. That looks fantastic. So if those two are great, maybe we get the start of the video game movie. Hopefully. We also have Star Trek Beyond. I saw the trailer. Has me a little worried. We don't have J.J. Abrams coming back. I loved both J.J. Abrams Star Trek movies. Star Trek Into Darkness gets a lot of flack. It was my favorite movie of that summer. I don't know why it got so much flack, but I loved it. Definitely want to see this one again, so excuse me. And also we have 2 more comic book movies that are coming out. We have Gambit. Doesn't have a release date yet, I don't believe. I don't even know if they started shooting. They had a lot of conflict with like directors and stuff like that, so maybe it'll come out in 2016, but I'm guessing it might be pushed back to 2017 since nothing's really even been shooting yet. So Gambit, maybe this year. I don't know, with Channing Tatum as Gambit. We'll see. And my last one, I really wish I could put this on my list, and maybe if I did it again, it would make it, but as of right now, it's not on my list. It's Doctor Strange, the new Marvel movie. I don't know very much about Doctor Strange at all, but from what I do know of him, he's like a mystical sorcerer, basically, and Benedict Cumberbatch is playing Doctor Strange. Perfect casting. We get Chiwetel Ejiofor as the villain, I believe. We have the director of Sinister, the horror movie. I love Sinister, fantastic. So he's directing this film, and I hear it's kind of going to be like a superhero horror, supernatural movie. And wow, that would be great to see a superhero horror movie. Wow, fantastic. Definitely will bring new life and flavor. Can add flavor to movies. I guess that's what you could. But anyway, it's going to bring new life and a new breath of fresh air into the superhero genre. I believe so. So we got Doctor Strange. Cannot wait to see that. But those movies, they couldn't make my list. But anyway, you guys, let me know in the comments below what your top 10 most anticipated movies are. Thanks for watching, guys. Again, let me know what your top 10 is in the comments below. Please watch my top 10 best of 2015 list. I have that on my channel. Also, I have my top 5 worst films of 2015. Wow, were there some stinkers. So please watch both of those videos. Please remember to like, comment, share, subscribe to all the fun stuff. You can follow me on Facebook, Twitter, I have Instagram. Sometimes put movie stuff, related stuff on that, so check that out. Anyway, thanks again for watching, guys, and have a great day.